I think whether you're into mythology or not, I think you can't deny the power of a game made by passionate people.
God of War is fucking rad.
God of War is a game that anyone can pick up and play and have a really fun experience.
You should play God of War because it'll get you laid.
This is the adventure that the back of the box has always promised you.
God of War is fucking rad.
Play God of War because it'll get you fucking...
The original God of War came out way back in 2005. I was an actual child back then. And there were games such as Resident Evil 4, Battlefront 2, Ultimate Spider-Man, Republic Commandos, and we can't forget about the most important banger of them all, Bratz Rock Angels. This was a crazy revolutionary game that came out way back in 2005. This reviewer said that Bratz Rock Angels is an unrated 77-minute adventure. I mean, that just sounds fucking crazy way back in 2005, especially based on such a lore-rich environment such as the Bratz universe. There's no way this game could have been bad.
What are you doing here, Brat? You look awful.
Why did none of the reviews warn me about the emotional turmoil this game would put me through? I thought playing God of War in 2023 was going to be a very short experience for me. I really didn't think that the game was going to hook me in a way that it was going to keep me playing. I fully anticipated to quit playing this game after about an hour, but the combat of the game is what made me stay and keep playing. I mean, there are some games this day and age where it feels like the developers don't put any time into their combat whatsoever. And it was really refreshing having so many different variations of combos you could do with Kratos, so many different weapons and powers. And it's crazy how it feels fluid in 2023. I mean, just look at this game. Compared to this.
And Kratos cast himself from the highest mountain in all of Greece.
Huh. Guess that's the bad ending. I knew this Kratos was going to be drastically different from the one that we see in 2018's God of War, but I didn't know how unlikable he would be as a character for me. I mean, throughout the entire game, even seeing his backstory, Kratos is just such an unlovable protagonist for me just because of how much of a douche he is. This game could legitimately be renamed Alpha Male Simulator and it would be the exact same experience. I mean, you might as well just be playing Andrew Tate at this point in the game. The captain that gets swallowed by the Hydra at the beginning of the game, after you kill the Hydra and you go inside of its body, just take a look at what Kratos does.
Thank you! Thank the gods you came back for me!
I didn't come back for you.
I feel like Kratos just went out of his way to be a dick right here. Trust me, this is not even the worst offender. The level design and the atmosphere of the game for the first half, I would say, is pretty bare bones. It's pretty Greek themed, like you would expect from this game. There's a really cool mechanic I want to mention here, where you have to find sirens inside of the desert. You're completely blind by the sandstorm, and you have to follow the sounds of the sirens, kill them to unlock the door. I just wanted to include this here because that was actually a fun part for me. After you unlock the door, we go through and blow a horn to summon Kronos, the giant, the last giant. On his back, he's carrying the Temple to Pandora's box. And this is definitely where the main part of the game takes place. And I would say is probably where some of the cooler things happen in the game.
Oh, thank the gods you've come! Break these bones! Get me out of here!
The gods demand sacrifice.
Honestly, I would say the level design for this game is actually off the charts here. Another one of my favorite sections is this rope climbing scene where you're trying to get across this valley and you can just see soldiers in the background fighting Hades' army. I don't know why, I just thought it was super cool to look at. I would say the story for the game is decent. Spoilers ahead. Kratos' goal for the whole game is to do the gods' bidding so that they'll get rid of his memories. They don't really clue you in on what these bad memories are, but as the game progresses, Kratos will have these flashbacks that will show what happened in his past. To be honest, I kind of already knew everything that happened here because I had already played 2018's God of War. but still I would say it was pretty decent. This game is definitely more about the gameplay than it is story in my opinion. That's why I would give the combat a 8 out of 10 and give the story somewhere around a 5 or 6 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, when there was story bits, they were pretty good, but I feel like they were few and far between, and it might have just been subjected to what games were like back then, but this is just how I feel about it.
You should play God of War because it'll get you laid.
With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this very, very bad attempt at a video. This was in the making at the start of the great content drought of 2023, and honestly, that might have been what made it so fun. This is a very good experience, and I can't wait to check out the next game. But with Baldur's Gate, Starfield, and Spider-Man 2 right around the corner, it's going to be a while before I get to God of War 2. But when I do, I'll be streaming it live on twitch.tv/abaglessteapot. The name's on screen. I know it's a dumb name. I made it when I was 13. And I stuck with it. That's who I am. That's my identity at this point. But that's about it, guys. I'll see you later. God bless.